Hello, friends. Well, do you want a little adrenaline?
No, God!
So that the breath is captured?
No, God, please, no! No!
There were goosebumps on the skin and I wanted to shiver even sitting in my favorite chair?
No!
Great, because especially for you, we have collected the coolest and even a little crazy attractions from all over the world. So, are you ready to get into something out of fear? Then let's go!
No!
500-foot bridge in China. Extreme bridges are loved. You have probably heard about one of them made of glass, which scares many impressive tourists every year. But it seems to us that we managed to find its competitors. Of course, this bridge is much shorter than its 300-meter transparent brother, but the sensations from it seem to be no less exciting. How do you like it? Each brave man who decides to walk on this bridge is protected by insurance, and this is not an unnecessary measure at all. The fact is that you will have to walk at an altitude of 200 meters and sometimes even jump. The beams from which the bridge consists are located at different distances. You can jump an extra meter when there is an abyss right under you, sometimes even covered with fog. Believe me, it seems easy only on video, because even the most resistant to the height of tourists here sometimes give up their nerves. One wrong move, and you're already flying down. You don't fly for long, of course, thanks to the insurance cable. Some, by the way, are so afraid to cross the bridge that they walk in pairs, well, or stand in pairs, and there is also a real risk of losing your shoes. X-Cream having arrived in Las Vegas, you can tickle your nerves not only by making several bets in the casino or deciding to repeat the story. If all this entertainment is not for you and you want something really scary, then welcome to X-Cream, one of the most extreme attractions in the world. On the roof of the Stratosphere Hotel, there is a device that resembles something in between a children's swing and a slide. Below, 264 meters of absolute emptiness and a gorgeous view of Las Vegas. But you will most likely not be up to beauty in a selfie against its background. Don't forget about the likes on Instagram. The 8-seat open wagon, fixed on the edge of the roof, only seems durable, but it is worth for extreme lovers to take their places. Do not worry, the attraction stops in time, but only in order to lift the wagon, and then almost throw it into the abyss again. Several times. Try not to scream. Volcano boarding. Everyone knows about ordinary surfing, but what about volcanic? Let's answer the obvious question right away. No, fans of this sport do not conquer lava waves on high-strength boards. They descend on an active volcano. Such a descent is possible only in several parts of the world. One of them is in Nicaragua, in the Leon department, where fans of volcanic surfing go down the slope of the Serra Negra volcano, whose height reaches 728 meters. This 150-year-old active volcano has erupted about 23 times, and less than 20 years have passed since the last eruption. Under the layer of cold black slag, you can even feel the warmth of a fiery mountain. But there is no time to touch the stones. Extreme lovers sit on boards, usually made of metal or wood, grab the rope tightly, and the descent speed along the slope, the angle of inclination of which is almost 45 degrees, reaches 86 kilometers per hour. By the way, the organizers of such entertainment claim that the most common injury during volcanic surfing is light soot, practically an allergy to a volcano. The fact is that a person descending from a slope at high speed raises a bunch of small dust and stones that can irritate the skin, so it's better to keep your mouth shut. But they say that the impressions of such surfing are just amazing. Would you like to ride? What in the world can be surprising in American slides? But do not rush with conclusions. The Spanish attraction, Scariest Baker, is unique in its own way. It was the fastest in Europe until August 2009. And although today it has already lost its title, the attraction still has something to surprise extreme lovers. How about the ability to accelerate from 0 to 135 kilometers per hour in just 3 seconds? This acceleration exceeds even the acceleration of a free fall. For 850 meters, extreme skateboarding skaters are rushing, either diving into tunnels or dangerously tilting or climbing. In fact, diving into the lake. Watch your feet. By the way, instead of the usual wagons, the creators have designed a slightly different moving part, and people literally fly in the air. How do you think? How many shoes did the tourists lose on Furious Baker in 12 years of its existence? Zip world velocity flying over the abyss is a rather scary activity in and of itself. And what about flying forward with your head when your hands are tightly pressed against your body? By the way, this is exactly the kind of entertainment you can try in Wales. In the UK, carrying instructors will tie you up with a bunch of safety belts, show you what to hold on to, and now you are no longer a human. You are already a rocket, a supersonic warhead. Fortunately, the helmet also comes with a special flight suit, and although you will definitely not find a single wall on the way, who knows? Also, everyone who wants to fly over the mountains of Wales is given special glasses, and it is a very bad idea to refuse them. The fact is that on this attraction you can quite accelerate to 161 kilometers per hour, and your eyes will most likely not like it very much. But what gorgeous views there are! However, there will be little time to enjoy them. The entire flight lasts less than a minute, although the distance exceeds 1.5 kilometers. That's what speed means. Pterodactyl, you probably know that lovers of sharp sensations do not stop in front of anything and travel around the world in search of adrenaline. If you have such, we are ready to show you one place from which your hair will definitely become smoke. The pterodactyl attraction guarantees you that you will be satisfied to the fullest. The extreme place is located in the Winds Mountain Park in Moneta Springs, Colorado, where you can enjoy the epic 200-foot free fall into the Williams Canyon. So, are you ready?
No, Jesus Christ.
First, you will be lifted to a huge height on the edge of the cliff, and then you will fly at a speed of about 100 miles per hour. And do not let the name scare you off. Despite the fact that it looks like a well-known dinosaur species, the attraction is absolutely safe, as reliable fastenings will not let you slip into an emotional tension. By the way, during extreme skating, you can enjoy the views of the canyon and appreciate its beauty. Well, if you are aware, of course. Roller coaster zipline. What will happen if you mix trolls and American slides, then put the results somewhere in the forest and show it to tourists? It looks like something like roller coaster zipline. However, you will not be able to make a dead loop on this unusual attraction, but you will get a lot of adrenaline without it. First of all, the speed of movement is not small. And secondly, there are trees all around. And you can convince yourself as much as you want that the route is probably designed so that no one will crash into anything, and you have a strong helmet on your head. But it is much more difficult to deceive the brain. And do not forget about sudden climbs, during which you will be thrown up and down at high speed. It is not very scary to fall. The height is not very high, but what an effect. They say that it is very difficult not to shake hands, and although insurance will support you in this case, but just imagine this second consciousness. Great attraction. Royal Rush Sky Coaster is located in Colorado State, above the Royal Gorge, on the bottom of which the Arkansas River flows. The height of the attraction above the ground is 30 meters. Above the gorge is more than 350 meters. It would seem, why all these terrible numbers? The fact is that those who want to get their portion of adrenaline are firmly secured with numerous insurances, then lifted with the help of a special mechanism, and let go. At the most unexpected moment, you find yourself in a state of free fall right above the gorge. But fortunately, a strong rope keeps extreme lovers from sad consequences, and they remain to swing over the abyss while developing a speed of up to 80 kilometers per hour. They say that the less scary option is classic bungee jumping. Wait, less scary? Seriously? flight in weightlessness, each of us has at least once flown in a dream and woke up with the feeling of how great it would be to experience something like this in reality. Alas, the capabilities of Superman, and not even the magical fangs of the fairy Tinkerbell, no one has. But let's reveal a secret to you. In fact, you can arrange such a flight for yourself and without fantastic things. There is a real chance to soar in the air in the state of the most real space weightlessness modeled on board the laboratory plane. No magic, the most ordinary physics. To catch the state of weightlessness, the plane kind of makes a hill in the air, and inside the cabin for a short period of time, all objects lose their weight. Unforgettable sensations. By the way, in the same way, they shot the OK Go clip for the song Upside Down and Inside Out. If you haven't seen it, be sure to watch it. It's worth it. Washin' Cliffside Pass. If you can't live without sharp sensations and just dream of a new portion of life, then the extreme attraction on the Chinese mountain Washin is just for you. Here, from all over the world, brave people come who want to prove themselves their own fearlessness, as well as people who dream of getting rid of the fear of heights. Believe me, if you can walk this mountain trail, you will forever forget about such a phobia. It's not easy to cross the road along the weightless vertical rocks. Here you will not be provided with any rails and fences, only a rock, planks, metal bars, chains, and steep stone steps. By the way, if you are thinking about the safety of the attraction, you should not worry. Every tourist is insured, and the flow of visitors to the dangerous mountain road is increasing every year. This means that everything is fine here with safety. By the way, those very chains, which can be seen in all photos and videos, were recently screwed to the mountain.